Disney is going all in on that AI slop. They are going to invest $1 billion into OpenAI's Sora 2 or whatever the fuck it is. Video AI generative whatever. I call them copyright infringement algorithms, pretty much.
Well, thanks to Disney, now they're not gonna be.
Yeah, yeah. So they're gonna we're gonna see OpenAI is gonna do Marvel and DC and all that stuff. Not DC, not DC, Marvel and Pixar and Disney Animation and so
Disney
forth. So
and
it's
everything that Disney owns.
and this kind of goes
It's a
back.
lot of porn.
This goes back to something we talked about a few weeks ago, where they were talking about embracing generative AI for user created content. Awful idea, a fucking awful idea. Well, now they're putting $1 billion in OpenAI, and we're gonna get more AI
into
slop.
garbage.
Yeah, we're gonna get AI slop. That's all I can say. They are.
It goes further than that. Remember when Marvel was like, "We are never gonna use AI," and you said, "You know
lies.
what?
I said
I don't
lies.
believe it for a second."
I said
Yeah,
lies.
this is exactly. I wrote about it in threads right away when I saw this news. Do you remember what Mo said?
I said
There we are. You are here.
I'm calling
Shocking.
Nostradamus, I guess.
I'm gonna hit you up for investment advice. Okay.
Look, I knew.
Or like bets and stuff like that.
I knew. It's like was it maybe a few years ago where these generative AI started making passable, just barely passable AI images, and now they make somewhat more passable AI video, to the point where you can recognize that it's AI when you're watching the video, but it's not that far off. Like there's a certain sheen to it, or like I was embarrassingly, but I kept it in there. I did a reaction to the what was it, the Boys season 5 trailer, and didn't realize until I got to the end of the trailer, because I was watching, I was like, this shit looks like AI for real. Like, and then I get to the end of it, and I was like, this is fucking AI. Like, it was partly real, but they added some AI shit to it. And also the voices were wrong and stuff. And then I watched the real trailer, I was like, oh, okay, this is not AI. I can tell. Like, so, but it's close. It's so close right now. And that's what
I hate these channels that post AI garbage and as trailers. I hate that.
Yeah, because
I block them on site.
It's awful, but it's getting better. The thing is, they're getting better, and by better I mean passable. And passable is like, and you can. This is just our capitalist hellscape, where we see it. Like, people are like, this is horrible. Like, all these people have this idea that it was going to be fine, and like these companies, they really care about artistic integrity, and they're not going to bend to AI. And when Disney sued them, they're like, oh, and I was like, nope, they don't give a shit about any of that stuff. Look in other corporations, look in other industries. They don't care about quality, they don't care about safety, they don't care about any of the moral things. All they care about is profit. And if it's profitable to get the least common, like to make shit shittier, they will. Like literally right now in my freezer right now, I have 2 cartons of what should be called ice cream, but they're not actually ice cream. There's this brand here in the United States that they call it dairy dessert, frozen dairy dessert, because there's strict policies through our government, where ice cream has to be a certain amount of milk, like actual milk. And they don't have enough milk in it to call it that. They put other shit into it. And so it's not ice cream. It's frozen dairy dessert, because it's mostly not milk. That's the shit I'm talking about. That is always what's going to happen, because the pursuit of profit means that by any means necessary, get that money, which means you will forfeit any kind of quality and any kind of morality. Disney does not give a fuck about artistic integrity. They could care less. If tomorrow they could fire 90% of the people that work at the company and make AI do those jobs, they will do it. Absolutely, they will do it. And they're going to do it because lots of consumers are not discerning at all. They are not discerning at all. You know how I know this? They're perfectly okay with these AI Coca-Cola commercials. They're perfectly okay with all of these, it's good enough. And so that's what's going to end up happening. OpenAI is going to make good enough stuff. They're going to give consumers who are not discerning the power to be like, ooh, I want to see Princess Jasmine go on an adventure with Iron Man, and it'll be good enough. And by good enough, I mean they lower expectations to the point where AI slop is good enough. If you keep lowering your expectations of quality, it'll be good enough for the vast majority of people. Now, you and I, we want to actually watch good shit, right? We've read enough comic books, we've seen enough things. AI is going to be generic bullshit that will not satisfy us. But other people who are not as dialed in and discerning will be perfectly fine with it. That's why I was not surprised at all by Disney doing this. At all. If they can get rid of workers and still get people to pay $15 a month for Disney Plus, win. Anyway, that's a long rant. I have more. I'm gonna try to keep it back because we got a time limit. But yeah, it's
bad. It's bad.
Yeah,
I mean, probably. Well, at least you know how to garden, so when the apocalypse hits, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll probably build a data center and a fucking power plant to pollute my city. Like, and by the way, we were talking about Blurred Without Fear earlier. Ernie lives in Memphis, and apparently there's a data center there. I think I don't know if it's Musk or whatever that has a data center there that is absolutely polluting the shit out of there and using a shit ton of their water. Is driving up the price of the cost of water in town because they need a shit ton of it to cool everything off, and a shit ton of electricity. So the cost of living in Memphis has gone up, and also it's polluting the black side of town because of course it would, because externalities can never go to white people unless they're poor white people. And so you get what I'm saying? It's good. But I'm gonna add on to all this. I'm gonna put my fucking money where my mouth is. I've unsubscribed from Hulu and Disney Plus. I'm not going to. I'm not going to pay them any more money. I'm just gonna pirate their shit, and I'll say that straight up. I'm just gonna pirate their shit because I'm at that. We're at that point right now. That's where we are in our world. It is ethical to steal from these people because they're stealing from us. They're stealing our resources. They're stealing our environment. They're about to. I guarantee you, this OpenAI is about to see a bunch of people at Disney get fucking fired. It is. So fuck them. There's, and I understand you're taking money away from the creators, and I get that. They know who they're working with.
I can believe they're taking money away from the creators.
I'm saying is they know who they're in bed with. I'm done fucking with Disney right now. And I love Marvel. Look at all the shit I got back here. Love them. I'm done fucking with them, at least as far as if that's what they're doing, I'm done with them. So.